To our brand new ambassadors. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jennifer Pickett, part of this awesome Southern Gems team. I'm so glad that you have joined us. We are absolutely committed to supporting and training our new ambassadors because we truly care about you and we truly care about others and changing their lives by changing their health. So I'll just remind you, one of the things that I absolutely love about Plexus is that it's not just weight loss. Plexus is healthy weight loss, but it's also breast health, and it's wellness supplements, and it's detoxification, and gut health, and skin health, and pain relief. So a full array of amazing wellness supplements that can literally turn somebody's life around. When you turn somebody's health around, you truly impact the quality of their life. And that's what this is all about. It's really about helping others. So I'm so glad that you have joined us on this journey. You are now in the position to truly help others. And I applaud your efforts in getting signed up as an ambassador. Now, if you're like the rest of us, you're a little bit overwhelmed at this point and you're saying, eek, okay, I know I'm a new ambassador. I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to do. So that's what this video is for. It's just for you new ambassadors to kind of walk you through what you need to do in the beginning. Remember, you can do this at your own pace. There's no rush here. There's no reason for anxiety. We're going to encourage you and train you and support you along the way. But we do want you to get started. So let's go over a few things as we're getting started. Remember, as soon as you signed up, you have your website in place. Your website is actually ready to go. Someone can purchase from you today. So it's very, very important. You know your website number. You know your ambassador number, and you know your password because you want to get into your back office. So we're going to unpack that a little bit, and I want to cover some things that you need to know about your back office because I think that's the most helpful to start off with. So if you'll look at my iPad here, I apologize for the glare. You see that what I did is on my main website, I clicked on Ambassador Login. At the very top, there's an Ambassador Login and a Customer Login. So I just clicked on Ambassador Login, and my ID number shows up in my password. Your ID number is your ambassador number, so keep that in mind. So I click Login, and the thing that's going to come up next is a wide array of options here. Go ahead, you can ignore some of this stuff about the Plexus Pay Card. That's not something that I use a lot. What I'm using most often is what I'm going to show you today that I think will help you. I don't want to overwhelm you, but just give you a few basic tools that you can use very easily. So first of all, I want you to go over to My Account. So if you will click on My Account, and this will give you My Profile Update. And what this is going to do is allow you to set up direct deposit. If you would like to receive your paycheck from Plexus directly into your bank account, you can certainly do that. Also, as a new business owner, if you are worried about taxes, Plexus can actually set aside some money for you in an e-wallet. Now, this money is not going to accumulate interest or anything, but this money is set aside for you so you can pay your taxes at the end of the year. You determine what percentage you want to hold back. So that's up to you. Kind of a nice service that is offered there. And again, you're going to find that under My Account, My Profile Update. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So please keep that in mind. The next thing that I want you to do is to go to My Account, actually go to Shopping, and go to Backup Order Schedule. Okay, so click on Shopping, and then click on Backup Order Schedule. And so for you to be commission qualified, your auto qualification must be turned on. So you chose an auto qualification when you signed up with Plexus. This auto qualification can be changed. Remember, this auto qualification only bills and ships if you have not had $100 in personal volume go through your website on a monthly basis. So keep that in mind. You can set it up in different ways, but go ahead and choose a backup order of products that you want shipped to you in case you don't have that $100 go through your website. And that 100, it does need to be $100 in personal volume. So it will have it listed what it is in personal volume. So choose the products that you want billed and shipped to you just in case. And that is what we call our backup order, our auto qualification. And it's very important that that's turned on, and that makes you commission qualified. And remember, really all it takes is 1 to 2 customers for you to meet that $100 requirement that needs to come through your website. It's just 1 to 2 customers, and that doesn't even include your personal products. So that brings up a really good point. I get this question a lot, so I want to address it from the very beginning. Can I make money off of the products that I'm using? And the answer is yes. So what I think is really smart to do, depending on your personal situation, what I've done is I've set my husband up as a preferred customer underneath me. And I did that for one main reason, because first of all, remember, preferred customers get a good price, but I make bonus off of my preferred customers. So I know I still need my my products on a monthly basis. I'd love to make bonus off of those. So also remember, as a preferred customer, the cost drops 10% after 3 months. So I want to go ahead and meet that $100 qualification, but and having a preferred customer under me will certainly help to do that. I want to make bonus off of that too. So you can set up anybody in your household as a preferred customer underneath you. So what you'll do is go to your main website like you're a customer and click on Shop Plexus. Choose the products you want and purchase that as a preferred customer and set it up that way. Like I said, you can put that in a spouse's name, a child's name, and that way that preferred customer is underneath you, and you end up making both commission and bonus off of that preferred customer that's in your own house. So I think that's really cool. So that may be something you want to consider. And I can always answer questions about that for you. While we're in the back office, let's look at a few more things that I think you'll need. First of all, look at My Plexus Builder, and that's the very last tab on there. You see that at the very end? The very last tab called My Plexus Builder, and that will help you set up your website. You can customize your website, and feel free to use mine as an example. I've gone through and researched the videos and kind of picked my favorites, and you can customize that a little bit. Make sure your contact information is correct and up to date. Upload a picture. That's the most important things. And remember, this is a Plexus website. You can customize it a little bit. What else is in that My Plexus Builder is that you can automatically have post updated to your Facebook account. Now, this is an option. I personally do not like this feature. I don't utilize that, and I never have, simply because I want to have control over what's being posted to my Facebook account. And but this is an option that I want you to know about. So it's just important as we look at the back office to just kind of go in and play around some. So the next thing I want to tell you about is resources. So obviously you're in a position, you're trying to figure out, what is this all about? I've got questions about products, and I need to know where to start. So a great place to start is click on the Resources tab. See, that's the one right there in the middle, the Resources tab. And in the back, after you click on Resources, click on Knowledge Base, and then click on a particular product, and you'll have a whole list of frequently asked questions. This is very, very helpful, and I encourage you to play around with that. Go back there and read, but again, that's under Resources, Knowledge Base, and then Products, and it is product specific. Very, very, very helpful. So before we leave the back office, let me cover one more thing for you. We're going to talk about some reports, and I want to go over some reports that you will use on a regular basis. Again, I want to keep this real simple and basic, and if you're sitting there thinking, I'm just not a tech person, this is not really me, I promise you this is very easy. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out, because I'm certainly not a techie person. So if you will click on reports, there's a few different reports that you'll use. First of all, if you're wondering what your PV is, our PV is also known as personal volume. You will hear us talk about that a lot, so just kind of get it in your mind. We talk about personal volume, and remember, we start counting at $100, and you get paid on anything over $100. That's when you make commission. So Plexus asks that $100 comes through your website on a monthly basis, and it can either be personal products or sales. Either one, it does not matter. And after that $100 comes through your website on a monthly basis, that's when you start counting and that's when you start making money. So the first thing you can do is click on qualifications. That's the one on the very top. And you can see what your PV is for that month. So it'll say total PV. And you look at that number. And remember, we start counting at 100. So whatever that number is, let's say it's $400. Subtract 100. So I know I'm being paid on $300. So whenever you look at your PV, subtract 100, okay? And that's a very helpful tool to use. Again, that's under reports and then under qualifications. The next report that I use a good bit is under reports, and then it's under customer reports. And customer reports is a listing of all of your customers. It tells you their customer number, it tells you when they ordered, and it tells you if they're a preferred customer, a retail customer. It tells you how many times they've ordered. This is very helpful. What I do is I have something called Follow Up Friday. I will print off my customer report. I will go straight down that list so I can follow up with my clients. So I encourage you to do the same. You can keep up with your customers easily on that customer report. So that's a great one to use. Another report that I want you to be aware of is the Ambassador Genealogy Report. So as you get to where you're adding a few ambassadors underneath you, click on that Ambassador Genealogy Report and then click on Downline. And you will see who is listed underneath you. This report also gives you your personal volume. You'll see how many points you've accumulated. This is after you've reached the silver status. And very, very helpful report. So the last report I want to make sure you know about is called the Financials Report. So we are paid several times, but our big check comes on the 15th of the month, okay? So we will be paid for the month of March, for instance, on April the 15th. So around on April the 15th, what I'm going to do is go in my back office. I'm going to click on reports, click on financials. I'm going to click on monthly, make sure the month of March shows up, and then that's going to give me a wonderful detailed report that is easy to read, by the way, so I know exactly how I'm getting paid. So that's a very helpful report to use. We are paid on a weekly basis when someone signs up underneath you as an ambassador, and you get a business building bonus. You get money from the welcome pack that they purchased. And this is if someone signs up on your level 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's a thing of beauty. So you are paid on a weekly basis for those. That's also under your financials report. You would click on weekly and go about a week back, and you can see how much you made the previous week. That's just when ambassadors sign up underneath you. So again, very helpful tool to use. So that kind of wraps up our back office tutorial, if you will. And I apologize, you can't really see on my iPad, but I wanted to give you just a kind of a brief synopsis of how you can navigate that back office. I think what's the most helpful, kind of go back there and play around with it, and you will discover new ways to make it easy on you. There's just a few things that you need to look at back there. There's not many, and it's a very, very helpful tool. So let's move on. What I want you to do next is consider kind of reaching out to those around you. And we can do this in a lot of different ways. We can let our friends and our families know that we're a new Plexus ambassador. We can tell them about our personal experience with Plexus and how it's changed our life, and we can share that on a personal basis, and it can have a life-changing impact with them as well. So share your experience with your new friends and family. Let them know that they can purchase from you. It's very important with anybody. We want to make sure they know how to purchase. So like I said before, your website's ready to go. Know your website number. Always give your ambassador number. Sometimes they will be called to put your ambassador number in. Sometimes they won't. I give my ambassador number out no matter what. But remember that someone can purchase on your website as a retail customer or as a preferred customer. That's if they click Shop Plexus. If they want to sign up as an ambassador and get those wholesale prices, that's fantastic. They would click on Join Plexus. So I always like to tell people that's how to purchase because they want to know that information. Another way that you can really get the word out is through social media, especially Facebook. It's a tool that a lot of us use. Most of us are on Facebook on a daily basis, and so share your personal experience on Facebook. I'm not going to go into this at length because that's a whole nother video that I'm going to do for you guys, but keep it really personal, and try to post at least twice a day. And I know it seems like a bit much at this point, but try to post twice a day. There's a direct correlation between how often you post and how many customers you get. But because people are off and on Plexus, sometimes it takes them seeing several of your posts before they say, okay, I need more information. So that leads me to my next point. What in the world do I do if someone says, okay, tell me about this stuff. Tell me about Plexus. Well, I've got some email templates that I utilize. And so I've got an email template that I send out with general Plexus information. And I send out the ingredient list for both Plexus Slim and Plexus Accelerator. But I also ask them, if they've contacted me via private message on Facebook, I'll ask them, what are your health goals? And that helps me direct them further. I try to make this very, very personal because I remember this is relationship marketing, and I'm entering into, if I don't already have a relationship with them, I'm about to enter into a closer relationship with them, and I do want to give them the support that they need, but I've got to find out what their goals are to begin with. So that's a very important question to ask. So I get them the information they need, and then I follow up in a few days. The other thing that I use a lot, and I think I've gone over this before in a couple other videos, but I use my notebook, and I write down, I keep my running list, my to-do list, so that if I tell somebody I'm going to send you information about the probiotic, I write it down, and then I highlight it when I get it done, just to make sure that I don't forget, because it does get a little bit busy if you've got a lot of customers coming to you at one time. But also, I write down all of my prospects. And if someone says, hey, send me information, I write down their name. And then I keep up with my list. If they turn into a customer, I write down that they're a preferred customer. They may have signed up as an ambassador. And so I write that down in my notebook. But I kind of keep it all in my little notebook. And this has been very helpful to keep me organized. And I'm all about working smart and not just working hard. So that will help you. It's so overwhelming as a brand new ambassador because we put you in two really busy Facebook pages, and then we send you a ton of documents. And there is a reason for this. We want to make sure you have everything you need at your fingertips, but it can be very overwhelming as well. So just take your time as you have a chance. Go through those documents that you have been sent. Those are there for a reason. The most important thing that you need in the very beginning is the ingredient list and the directions and the water guide. So what's very important as a new ambassador, let's say you haven't even taken the Plexus products, but you said, okay, I'm going to sign up as an ambassador because I want the wholesale prices. That is fantastic. You want to be a product of the product. So make sure you follow those directions and take Plexus as is directed. Okay, that's so important. Also, utilize that water guide. How much water do you need? Make sure you're getting enough water in. I encourage you to do that. And this translates to when you get new clients. They might be asking for information. They might need that ingredient list to take to their doctor. So make sure you have that on that handy, and also make sure if someone places an order with you, send them the directions on how to take it and send them the water guide. It's very, very important. We want to make sure that we are empowering our clients with what they need to succeed. So let's go over just a couple more things. The best thing that you can do to help yourself is to empower yourself with knowledge. And this can come in a lot of different ways. Now, we have got it set up on our private Facebook page, our team page, the Southern Gems Plexus team page, where you've got everything you need. So under files, there's lots of documents. So a lot of the documents that were sent to you when you first signed on from your upline, those are located right there under files. So you can find the directions, you can find the ingredient list, etc. But also there's these training videos, and I apologize, you're going to have to get used to my accent, but I've done these training videos to make it easy. I'm both a visual learner, but I also have to hear it. And when you can bring those two together, so we've got these training videos in place that's located under photos, and then you can choose the specific videos, and we have a YouTube link in there. And then we've also started doing training calls. And if you will scroll down the news feed in that Southern Gems page, you will find two very important training calls. One is detailed product information, and then the other one is the incentive compensation plan. Now, if you have signed up as an ambassador and you're like, okay, look, I've just signed up for the wholesale price. I don't need to know about the incentive compensation plan because I'm not going to do this as a business. I don't like multi-level marketing. You know what? I completely understand that because I've been there. But I do encourage you, just listen to the incentive compensation video. There are 11 different ways that you can get paid with Plexus, and it's just kind of good information to know. You might change your mind. A lot of people do. So I encourage you to watch those videos. There's other great videos on YouTube by Sonia Dudley and Sarah Marble. There's all sorts of videos out there. We have placed some of them directly at your fingertips on our Southern Gems page. I encourage you to watch those videos and just start soaking up the knowledge. And remember that we are here to train you and support you, and we will give you what you need. And we're here if you have any questions. I hope you have a great day. I'm sorry I've thrown a lot of information at you at one time, but I want to kind of let you know how to get started. And I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.